Hey everybody, a happy Thursday to you out there. Thanks for joining Ryan and myself here on Northern Life. A wonderful show, wonderful time, wonderful day. Ryan, I've been trying to catch up, me and Kayla, because Kayla's watched a lot of movies.
Okay.
Her whole family's watched a lot of movies. My whole family's watched a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Me, myself, I'm kind of out there when it comes to the movies I've seen and haven't seen, and very popular movies I haven't seen.
Okay.
For instance, Grease. I just watched that for the first time. But last night, so I watched Forrest Gump, which I've seen before.
Okay.
Very, very good. But last night we binged the whole thing, Titanic, for the very first
Wow.
time. Never
that was your first
movie.
time seeing it.
First time ever seeing Titanic.
Yeah, not a good ending.
No, it's a horrible ending, boy. And the whole point, it's weird because they trick your mind. You're like, oh, they're going to get out of this. It's going to be, everyone's going to be fine.
No.
If you know the history of the Titanic, everyone's not fine, unfortunately.
Yeah, as our director Shania says, it is based on a true story.
It is, unfortunately.
But here's the thing: do you think that there was enough room for him on that door?
I think there was. That was a big door right there. I feel like he could have hopped right on with her, and then she would have been fine. And oh my gosh, there was just so many points where I'm like, this is kind of cheesy, a little bit cheesy at points.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of points where I'm like, this is actually a really good movie too.
Oh yeah.
Kind of half and half, you know.
Yeah. I think it's definitely one of those movies where I actually kind of fast forward to the end.
Yeah. Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Once that Titanic hits the iceberg, it's like, yeah, let's go. Not a good thing. No. It's a horrible tragedy.
It is
but
a horrible
it's
tragedy.
finally this thing's picking up, you know.
Yeah. But it's like me with Lord of the Rings. It's like sometimes I just fast forward to the big battle scenes.
Yes,
Yeah. It's like
yes.
this is what I came to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything
Keep
else
it
on the
going.
list that's coming up?
My gosh, definitely, like I said, Forrest Gump. I need to see a couple more Tom Hanks movies. Saving Private Ryan is one of them, which I need to see with my dad.
I've seen that like 25
Really?
times. Yeah, it might be one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's my dad's favorite movie. So he said we can't watch it unless we watch it with him first.
Nice.
So
Good.
that's our goal someday. It's going to be awesome. But that's probably the biggest one in the docket. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think if you have Peacock at home and you like scary movies, Obsession I just watched recently.
Yes.
That is absolutely, it's one of those things where, like I said, I'm not a fan of scary movies, but it is so disturbing, but also well acted and well written that I would definitely suggest watching that.
I've seen it a couple
Rated
times.
R though, probably.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Viewer discretion advised, of course. But I've been seeing it a couple times, and you've talked about it. I'm trying to get Kayla into the mood to watch this movie. So we'll see what happens if I can get her to watch Obsession with me.
And let us know what Hunter also needs to watch.
Yes, please.
Give us some other ones. Well, let's start our show, too, with something quite scary. A worker stranded in an Illinois gas station sign for hours. And I wish I could say this gas station sign was close to the ground. However, it is not. It was 130 feet in the air. So local fire officials and that worker were doing maintenance on the sign when he was in the lift. However, that lift ended up having an issue. So everybody responded to the scene. They got him in the crane basket and slowly brought him back to the ground. He was then later placed in an ambulance.
Oh my gosh. And I bet you anything, in Illinois, with how hot it was about 10 times hotter in that sign. So just sitting there for that long, cooking in basically a big oven.
Yeah, it did look kind of like the spirits were at least somewhat high, giving a little thumbs up.
Yeah.
But yeah, would not want to be there.
Oh, how embarrassing, too. Just, it's unfortunate. But he made it out. He's all good. That's all good stuff.
Sounds like he's all right.
Yes, amen. Coming up on today's show, we're going to get to the hilarious museum star who's making a splash on social media. Plus, we're going to hear from Minnesotans who are loving the start of sweet corn season.
Yeah.
Yum.
I love Mary and I absolutely, Mary especially, loves corn on the cob.
Oh.
And so seeing those stands now at the trucks, by the gas stations, we usually have to stop and have to get some.
Do you guys stop quite often?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And or get it at Aldi, too. It's not as, I love Aldi, but it's different, too, when you get it right from the source.
Yeah, right from the source, the right from the cow, right from the the udders.
Well, yeah, not corn.
Well, not corn.
Yeah,
No, corn doesn't come from the udders, but other stuff.
As far as we know.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know anything about farming.
We don't know. But we do know when it comes to shopping, sadly, listen to this number, Hunter. 30% of Americans admit to shoplifting in the past year here. That's according to a new study from LendingTree, which is an insane number. That is up from 24% in 2024. Now, 90% of those surveyed cited affordability issues and the economy for their theft.
Wow.
Food and non-alcoholic beverages, the most popular items to shoplift, followed by clothing and personal hygiene items.
Yeah, just don't steal. That's not the thing to do, folks. I don't know if that's what the answer is, but that's not the answer, is stealing. So, have you ever stolen before? And maybe when you were a kid or something, when you didn't know better?
I will admit to possibly, reportedly... One time.
Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations is now over. It felt horrible. It was one of those things where, you're at the self-checkout machine and you're scanning everything, and one item's just not scanning. It was not very expensive, I do want to admit.
Okay.
But no employees were around, and I needed the help, and you got the button thing flashing. You're like, please. It had to have been like 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, I think I'm just going to put it, in the bag.
I think that's
so
a different scenario.
Yeah.
I think you're exonerated from that. Hopefully.
I even feel horrible just saying that out loud.
It probably wasn't even that expensive, like you said. It's like
Yeah.
whatever. It's just if you're not going to help me out or whatever, I'm sitting here waiting for 10 minutes. Whatever. That's it's ridiculous.
Is there any story that you would like to share as well?
I'm a good person. I've
Wow.
never stolen
Okay,
in my
I'm
life.
sure.
Oh my gosh, I would never
I'm
think
sure.
to steal. That's nothing that comes to mind, unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
I'm sure I have stolen in the past.
No, it's,
Yes.
I feel terrible. Shouldn't even admitted it, but I wanted to be honest with the folks at home. From shopping to dining, tipping habits may be changing as consumers watch their spending more closely. A new study from restaurant technology company Toast found that the average digital tip is 18.8% nowadays, and diners at full-service restaurants tipped about 19%, while it sounds like takeout orders average 13%. And experts also remind customers out there to check their bills, since some restaurants nowadays automatically add gratuities or those service fees.
That's true. I'm all about tipping, especially with like the sit-down restaurant experience. I try to do over 20% usually whenever, even if it's not the best service in the world.
Yeah.
I'll still tip a little bit for sure. But like things like, I don't know, fast food and things like that where they still ask for the tip, I kind of question it. I still tip a little bit,
Yeah.
but like, what do you do? I feel like I shouldn't be tipping.
Those
What do you
fast
think?
food situations are getting tough nowadays
Yes.
too. I don't think I've seen it at or maybe I've seen it at I think Chipotle maybe has it, or some
Yeah.
places like that. I know McDonald's doesn't have it. The place that really gets me now is so for the bachelor party we went down to Diamond Joe Casino in Iowa, and so you want to tip your dealer because you're saying, oh, thank you for winning me this hand in a
Yep,
way.
yep.
But all of a sudden, we then as a group realized that the tips that you give that dealer just end up going in a pool, and then they're split between other dealers.
What? No, it should go to that dealer specifically,
Yeah,
or
I
else I
know.
don't want to tip. That
I know.
totally makes
I just wanted to
sense.
thank our dealer Chimo, who was doing a great job, and now all of a sudden it's going to go to somebody else.
You broke even.
Who took my money.
Yes.
Yeah, well, hey, coming up, we'll introduce you to that Gen Z star in just a bit.
All right, folks, after we introduced you to the legend of Jimothy, the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum has unveiled a limited edition bobblehead of the Seattle Raccoon, who has become a global internet sensation this summer. Called a scrappy hometown hero by the Seattle Times, the wild raccoon went viral this month with a video of him scurrying across the street, and it racked up more than 10 million views across social media. That's crazy, Ryan.
Jimothy getting the love that he deserves. It sounds like one of our coworkers might be dressing up as Jimothy for Halloween.
Really?
So, that would be pretty funny.
Which one? Can you say it?
Jessica upstairs.
Jessica upstairs. That'll be really cool. She also does a mean Yoshi voice. If you're
Oh,
able
she-
to,
or,
Toad.
Toad.
It's Toad from
Yeah.
Mario. So there you go. But he. I wonder if he gets a piece of the pie.
Yeah, I know.
Jimothy?
I
You should
don't
get
know.
some food or something.
Also, I believe the woman who first took the video of Jimothy, I would hope that she gets some,
yes.
kickbacks for all that.
She made him famous.
Yeah.
She's like his agent, basically.
Right. Get him on the Tonight Show or something. Out on the East Coast, a curator at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. has gone viral for bringing the world's masterpieces to a whole new generation, and all she had to do was learn a new language.
That's right. Graham Hulkins shares her story.
Hey chat, peep who I found at the National Gallery of Art, and spoiler alert, she's an icon IRL.
What's good, twin?
She's known as the Museum Rizzler, and if you haven't seen her videos,
Peep this bussin' clay dish from the 16th century. Chat, the baddies are beefing. Girlie is pearl-maxing, and it has me gagged.
she went viral for describing the gallery's priceless treasures with the vocabulary of a 25-year-old.
Look how Rogue laced it. He went goblin mode with all these colors.
Her name is Allison Lux, and her fame comes late in an already accomplished career.
At 77, you've become a Gen Z icon. What does that feel like?
Absolutely amazing, bewildering. It's a lot of fun. It's wonderful to have gained this power to make people happy. It's really a treat.
Lux serves as the gallery's curator of early European sculpture.
For me, this is one of the best of them.
She's been walking these grand halls for 45 years, an expert on Renaissance art who speaks 5 languages.
What was harder, learning Italian or learning Gen Z slang?
Probably Gen Z slang.
Haters will say this urn is mid, but they don't know we clocked its tea.
Behind every one-liner is a team fluent in Gen Z.
She did not come to play for the first video. She was completely deadpan. She honestly didn't think that it would do really well.
The campaign is the brainchild of social media manager Sydney Myers. She works with Lux to find pieces of the collection to feature. Then, with the help of a Gen Z scriptwriter, the team creates the viral magic.
This God-tier Skibbity sculpture is straight up chef's kiss.
She's so excited to film now. She's smiling and happy, and I just keep reminding her, deadpan, deadpan.
Yeah, and I get excited about the work of art sometimes, and I get too enthusiastic, and I'm not supposed to be enthusiastic.
Yeah.
What began as a calculated risk for a storied institution has delivered big results.
I think about 32 million people have engaged with the posts so far. We've gained about 200,000 new followers as a result of the Rizzler and lots of sharing.
Museum leaders say the clicks are nice, but they believe the real success is inspiring a whole new generation of art lovers.
People are actually learning something from the videos, and I think that that is really key. It's not just fun for the sake of fun. It's actually fun that has some meaning and that encourages people to want to learn more.
Have you accepted that you're a celebrity? Are people stopping you on the street for pictures?
They are. So far, the numbers are not overwhelming, which is fine. I'm not at a point where I can't walk around without getting stopped, and we'll see how it goes.
The unlikely star, still showing up to the job she's loved for 45 years. Only now she's picked up a few million fans along the way.
This is peak.
In Washington, with The Good Side, I'm Graham
You
Olkins.
social media girlies are low-key carrying right now.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's my new favorite human. That was the best thing ever.
That is fun hearing her like be so excited about the artwork that it's like, no, for social media you got to be, a deadpan.
Deadpan.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what makes it. If she was laughing the whole time, it wouldn't be as funny. But I thought that was fantastic, and it was interesting. Also, like I'm like, does she always talk like that? No, but then she talks with the interviewer, and she's like, oh no, I'm a normal person. I don't always talk like that.
Gen Z harder to learn than Italian.
Yes.
So, since Hunter is here, thought maybe we could give him some Gen Z
jeez.
words, and maybe you could guess the meaning.
Here
You might
we
know
go.
some of them.
Okay.
So how about maybe something like Riz? You already know Riz.
Riz is charisma.
Yep. Short for charisma, the ability to charm or flirt with someone.
Okay.
We have Delulu.
No, is that a toy or something like that?
That's
Sounds
a
like
Labubu.
A Labubu.
Labubu is the toy. Delulu means delusional.
Oh, sure.
Being unrealistic or having unachievable expectations. How about no cap?
No cap is you're serious, right?
Right.
I'm serious.
Right.
No cap.
No cap means no lie or I'm being serious.
Sure.
So Hunter knows that for sure. Slay.
Slay is you go, girl. Yep. Rock on.
You're
slay.
doing something very well.
Yep.
Aura.
Aura is your kind of like charisma almost.
Yeah, you're confident. You
You're
have
confident?
that beaming in it, that beam to you.
Which aura is just a word, isn't it? Isn't it just
Yeah,
a word all
it actually
anyway?
is just a word.
It is just
yeah.
a word. Okay.
And then how about high key or low key?
Whether you're serious or not, or
Yeah,
basically.
Low key means secretly. High key means openly or strongly.
Oh, okay,
So,
very interesting.
No cap. You just bust that open, twin.
I'm busting. There we go. I don't know.
Still ahead. We'll talk about sweet corn season after the break.
Welcome back, folks. As we inch closer to August, local sweet corn is finally hitting the markets.
Yeah, no cap. It's not sus. Aaron Stuvey talking to some Minnesota growers to learn how the crop is going so far this year and what you need to know to get your fill.
Local sweet corn is finally hitting the market, and whether it's at a roadside truck or at a stall at the farmer's market, folks are lining up for their favorite summer treat.
The sweet corn's looking really well. We are on our first planting. We plant every 2 weeks so that we can have fresh corn throughout the growing season until frost.
The crop varies from grower to grower, with some a week ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, others are a week behind where they'd like to be.
Last year we had a little bit more rain, so it kind of delayed it a little bit better. So it's a little bit earlier this year, which is good.
We're maybe a week behind where we were last year, but it's coming in strong and it's looking like it's going to be a good year.
Though if you want to be sure to get your fill, growers suggest coming out early.
It's pretty popular. We usually sell out each market by mid-market.
Aaron Stuvey, KUYC News Now.
I do love sweet corn season. I put a little, maybe like a little, not paprika, but maybe a little Cajun seasoning on it, and then put it in the foil and put it in the oven.
See,
yeah, it ends up being pretty tasty.
It's like wings for me, where like it gets really messy really quick, so I don't eat it much because of that, but I need to get more on the corn train. I'm ashamed to say I've never stopped at one of those sweet corn stands. Like, I know you've done it before.
Yeah.
I need to get on that.
Yeah, and they got other things too there. The gentleman who's kind of by the Costco area, if not like Animal Allies area here in Duluth at the gas station there, sometimes has cherries and tomatoes too. So those are obviously always delicious.
Fresh produce, man.
Yeah.
Anything better? Let's go.
Nothing better.
Nope.
Nothing better. Haven't stolen any fresh produce. Want the folks at home to know that.
What about grapes at the grocery store? You
Yeah.
try those out, that's stealing.
I think everybody may have done that. Not Hunter though.
No, not me.
Hunter
I'm
here
perfect.
is a saint. Well, if you're passing through Iowa like I did soon, there is an ear of corn that you have to see with your own eyes. It's not actually real, but rather a painted silo in Sibley, Iowa that looks like a skyscraping piece of maize. It is now dubbed the tallest ear of corn in the entire state of Iowa. It is more than 1,700 feet tall, and officials hope that new landmark will bring in some tourists there.
That's a weird looking thing. That's pretty cool though. I don't know.
It's just corn.
No, it is corn. Yeah, it just my mind goes other places sometimes, but
okay.
It's just a big ear of corn. That's all. But it is cool. That's a cool story right there. I love the corn. That's good news right there. But it kind of brings back the memories of being stuck at the Corn Palace way back in September.
Yeah.
And I was just surrounded by corn all over the place, and went back and saw the Corn Palace 3 or 4 times, and you only need to see it once.
Which, by the way, did they sell corn?
Yeah, they didn't sell anything corn. At least anything I could find. What do you admit? You got to do something corn related.
Palace and you don't sell corn.
Disappointment.
Problematic.
Yes.
Well, hey, calling all nutcracker collectors, you got to put in a visit to Laverne, Minnesota on your bucket list. A small town home to the world's tallest nutcracker, standing at more than 65 feet tall. The landmark, nicknamed Vern the Patriot. Laverne's nutcracker craze began when Betty Mann donated her collection of more than 2,500 nutcrackers to the Rock County Historical Society. And now Vern is already boosting tourism, apparently, in a town where nutcrackers outnumber people. Vern's construction cost around $600,000. Funded through donations and grants.
What's with all these tall, skinny things going up into the sky? That's kind of crazy. I don't know. It's a lot of things on our mind this fine Thursday. I don't know.
I don't even know how to continue. We only got
story,
we only got 15 seconds left to break, and I got to fill 15 seconds with that. So
good luck.
For the folks at home, if you know anything else that you'd like to share on Northern Life, be sure to give us a text. Be sure to put Hunter in his place a little bit, and we'll catch you after the break.
I don't know.
Appreciate you joining us. Hey, coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're going to be joined by North Star Ford, talking about a big milestone for Ford, who has reached a top ranking on the J.D. Power Award list, which is apparently an achievement we'll be talking about that's been 16 years in the making.
It's a long time and a high honor, and we're very excited to chat with them all about that. It's going to be very interesting.
Here's a funny story from Iowa quickly. We were in the small town of Iowa. I felt like every car was a Chevy, and I go, Iowa just must only sell Chevys.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, guys, I'm driving back to Duluth. I saw all sorts of Chevys on the road, so I was like, maybe it's not an Iowa thing.
Yeah,
I do have to apologize to the state of Iowa.
Exactly, yeah. It's a Chevy thing and a Ford thing. Both are nice, definitely vehicles.
Hey, American made.
Hey, American made. That's what it's all about. Before we go, Samsung just unveiled its latest lineup of foldable smartphones. Foldable, pretty cool. The tech giant has introduced 3 new foldable devices. Samsung has designed the phone for watching videos and reading, hoping to broaden the appeal. The Z Fold 8 starts at around $1,900. The company also launched a larger new foldable and an upgraded version of its flip phone. This comes as Apple is expected to release its first foldable iPhone in September. So Android kind of beating Apple on that remark.
Yeah,
anyway,
I guess.
right?
Yeah, congrats.
Yes.
On giving us a foldable phone.
That we've already had before, but whatever. That's okay. That's a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, and we hope to join you tomorrow. We love you. Find some time to throw a line, or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.